There is a lot of controversy over natural gas extraction, mainly hydraulic fracturing. Since Senate Bill 820 legalized fracking, a moratorium was placed on it. The approval of Senate Bill 76 would lift the moratorium and allow permits to be issued by March 2015. There are many economical benefits associated with natural gas exploration and development. Particularly, landowners can become rich overnight by offering the rights to their land for fracking. Bill 76 also proposes a tax on all condensates, oil, and gas produced, which offers revenue for the state. The public has grown weary and have fears of groundwater contamination. This bill also proposes regulation to help avoid unnecessary environmental damages. The cost-benefit analysis and knowledge of the fracking process shows the Senate Bill 76 should be approved.
Now we know there are some environmental concerns with fracking, such as the total amount of water consumption and the water contamination. There is still a lot of research going on about fracking, especially in North Carolina, since it is a relatively new technology. But from the results of those within the Marcellus Shale region, concerns are minimal. Take for instance water consumption in the Marcellus Shale region. According to All Consulting Firm, in 2008, hydraulic fracturing accounted for 650 million US gallons per year, but that only accounts for 0.8% of the amount of water usage in the area overlying that region. What about water contamination? Many opponents argue that methane leakage is one of the leading contributors to water contamination. However, they refuse to acknowledge that there are two different types of methane leakage: biogenic and thermogenic. Biogenic methane is found in the areas like wetlands and swamps, whereas thermogenic methane is found in the rocks deep beneath the surface and are released only when those rocks are broken up. There is limited research for the effects of fracking in our state, but according to the study by the State of Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission, an overwhelming majority of methane leakage found in wells that are researched across that state had come from biogenic methane, not thermogenic, which proves that most contamination is not coming from fracking.
As Jonathan said, water contamination is a major concern to the public. The North Carolina Department of Environmental and Natural Resources held many public meetings. Majority who opposed natural gas extraction using horizontal drilling and hydraulic fracturing in North Carolina think that the benefits do not outweigh the costs. Some of their concerns include safety, water contamination, water resource depletion, accidents that have happened in other states, public health concerns, and they're afraid that once North Carolina adopts these regulations, that they won't be able to provide proper enforcement of the activities. On the other side, those who support it for the economic purposes believe that there will be more jobs, and this will have a result of higher incomes in North Carolina. One of those groups that support it is the North Carolina Chamber, and they have said that we can lead the nation in all of the above: energy strategy that creates jobs, greater energy independence, and increased revenue for our state. And we can go about it in the right way with protective measures and tough standards that safeguard our quality of life values. And also, it's actually cleaner than burning coal. There's lower emissions of carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and sulfur dioxide. But most importantly, we're running out of resources and options. We must pursue alternatives for our future generations.
As of March 2013, North Carolina lawmakers are ready to capitalize upon the natural gas boom. As Brock stated, fracking permits could be issued as early as 2015. In a state with such a high unemployment rate as ours, at 9.4%, this could not have come sooner. We have one of the highest unemployment rates in the nation, and we also owe $2.5 billion to the federal government for unemployment insurance. While these are going on, we're sitting on $4.2 trillion of natural clean gas. States such as Texas and North Dakota have welcomed fracking. In Carson County, Texas, raked in $70 million in taxable royalty payments in November 2012 alone. South Dakota enjoys a 2.8% unemployment rate. 96% of all products that Americans use daily are created through ways of natural gas. With the assistance of this new industry, U.S. manufacturers are expected to generate 1 million new jobs by 2025. With only a 25% increase in ethane production, we would generate $16 billion in U.S. capital investment, 400,000 new jobs, and $132 billion in new U.S. economic output. The estimated rate of job creation during that time frame would be 7.7%. North Carolina needs to continue on the path we currently are by pursuing Senate Bill 76, lifting the moratorium, and contributing to the economic boom that will move our nation closer to energy independence. The jobs of the future and of the century are here now. They're contained within fracking.